Yo, what is up, guys? And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and we are back for another level 10 Link showcase. I figure worldwide download celebration right around the corner. Let's go ahead and drop like a monster showcase on this guy. This is the unit along with Int LR Cell, who I also have done a level 10 Link showcase on, by the way. I rainbowed him long ago on the 5-year anniversary banner, but this guy I finally rainbowed after all this time, right? 2 years ago this guy dropped. Almost 2 years, like, to the day, or almost, like, we're about a month away from him being 2 full years old. Kind of crazy at this point. This guy, believe it or not, is still kind of, I don't want to say he's like, you know, a top this unit or a top that unit, but he's still like a top tier LR in the game. He is, after all, a Dokkan Festival LR. He's still really good. He's on one of the better typings in the game, you know, Super AGL. And he still has one of the best leader skills in the game, dude. Kamehameha is probably the best team in the game after Tech Gogeta gets on it. It just is. It's either that or it's Realm of Gods. It's really, really close, though. I mean, you could definitely argue Kamehameha is the best leader skill in the game. And I believe this guy is 170 HP. Yeah, okay. 170 attack and defense, and then 130 to HP. That is usually the split I like. So anyway, what I like to do in these level 10 Link showcases is go over the card. It's probably been a minute since we've all gone over Super Saiyan Gohan Youth, right? LR AGL Gohan. So let's go ahead and go over him. So again, we just went over his leader skill, that Kamehameha leader skill, and then of course he is a Super AGL type leader skill, 120%, 120% to stats, and then 3 key. He is the last of the bunch, the last of the Dokkan Festival LRs to have this typing leader skill. So he and LR Int Cell. So his super attack, he raises defense, causes colossal damage. And then his, I can never say this word, Chao Maretsugeki also raises defense, an infinite stack of defense, and causes mega colossal damage. Honestly, in today's day and age, that's a bit dated. Just stacking defense, even as an LR, that's a bit dated. The only thing, we will go over this version here, right? He does a little bit more, but let's continue to go on with this version here. So, attack and defense 100% on his passive, Bloating Anger. Key 1 at the start of each turn, and then attack and defense 10% at the start of each turn, up to key 5, attack and defense 70%. So what that passive means is that he is incredibly strong for the long event. So essentially, think of him as a better version of like Tech Trunks. You remember Tech Trunks when he dropped, you know, what, almost, I mean, geez, is he going on 3 years old? This year, Golden Week, he'll be 3 years old. That's fucking wild. Wow, I'm old. But, okay, so essentially what that means is he's getting key at the start of each turn, attack and defense 10%. So for the first, what, is that 5 turns he's getting key? And then for the first 7 turns, he's getting attack and defense up to 70%. So by the time you get up to turn 7, and this is per turn, right? Not every time he's on rotation. Start of each turn, right? He's getting that additional attack and defense 10%, right? So up to 70%. Going to be very, very strong, as I just said, for the long event. He'll still be solid in the short event, right? Still solid, but not anything crazy. What you will notice is on his monstrous 13,606 defensive stat, that's a little bit, you know, that's a little bit bloated of a stat. I have some pretty good defensive equips on him. Even still, though, he's just under 13,000 raw, so at the rainbow level. So you can see his equips here. So I just decided, I'll talk about it here in a second, but like pretty much you have to view this guy as just a defensive stacker. He's a really powerful defensive stacker. So for the long event, in almost any situation that you can run him on, you want to bring him on your team because he's so powerful defensively. Like, he can get up to defensive heights like more than LR Kale and Caulifla. I mean, he is just wild when it comes to his defense. It's everything else that's kind of just like meh. So I've got some pretty good defensive equips on him. I did decide to give him a crit skill orb. This was back when I only had him at 1 dupe, when I couldn't even get crit on him, right? Or just a little, or back at 55%, excuse me, I couldn't even get crit on him. So I just slapped a crit equip on him. So, and then of course I gave him this plus 500 in the bronze slot. Because again, man, he's hyper defensive. He does have, let's go over his links, and then we'll go over his transformation. Super Saiyan attack 15%. Golden Warrior, all enemies defense minus 10% and ki +1. PFB, of course, ki 2 attack and defense 5%. Legendary Power, attack 15% when performing a super attack. Saiyan Warrior Race, attack 10%. Kamehameha, attack 10% when performing a super. And then, of course, the legendary Fierce Battle, a monster 20% attack link. As you can see here, you're not like seeing double or anything like that. He is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. He's on 14 teams, and that is just currently here on global, right? He's on even more on the JP side of the game. So, going back to this, I was talking about his passive. You pretty much just need to look at him as a very, very good defensive stacker because he does actually have an active skill that you almost never see. His active skill condition, let's go ahead and just look at him up here, right? So it can be activated when HP is 58% or less, a pretty tough condition to meet, with Android 16 on the team. Okay, when is that going to happen? That's never going to happen, right? I mean, pretty much unless you are running Android Cell Saga, you literally cannot get that. So let's just kind of nix that because you're not running any Android 16s. There aren't any good ones, right? There's just not. So the int 16, I might put him on this showcase just for the meme, just to show that it can be done. But yeah, man. Anyway, with an okay. Or when HP is 58% or less with an existing Androids category ally or enemy starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. So essentially, when you have what that means is when you have an Android 16, you can insta transform, right? When your HP falls below 58%. So you realistically, if there was an Android Cell Saga, let's just say SBR stage, and you go into the turn, and you have int 16 on your team, and you also have this int Gohan on your team, you could, in theory, insta-transform on turn 1. But otherwise, you need to have an Androids category ally on the team starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, which again just indicates this guy is designed to be running a long event. Now, this is the Awakening. Now, when he gets to this guy I still maintain is one of the best units in the game. I think he is better than any other Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the game. Don't at me. I think it's just facts. Like, I don't think it's really even debatable. This dude is nuts. He greatly raises defense on his 12 key super, causing mega colossal damage to the enemy, which, by the way, you basically never see unless you get an additional super attack, because he does have the original LR Gohan mechanic. But we'll go over that in a minute. And then, of course, his 18 key, he's greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn and then causing Mega Colossal. That's incredibly good. Again, when you are combining that with his already stacked up defense, that's going to be wild, dude. He can't take damage to almost anyone. So again, let's go ahead and go over his passive. Wow, this is kind of a long passive. Okay. Attack 20%, defense 7% per key sphere obtained, plus an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained. Again, that's the LR Gohan effect. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow when facing only 1 enemy. So he's a rainbow key changer. Launches an additional super attack when facing multiple enemies. Okay, that's unbelievable. Basically, you never see that because there aren't any long events in which you can get that, right? Because it's always against 1 enemy. And then an additional attack 59% when performing an Ultra Super attack, and your team has a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn. So the problem with this guy, the big problem, number 1 is getting to him. That's honestly the biggest problem. But then another problem is you have to have a Goku in the same turn as this guy. A Super Saiyan Goku to be specific. So you can't just rock him on like Goku's family. And get this, it has to be a, in quotations, Super Saiyan Goku, not like, you know, whose name includes or anything like that. So, anyway, guys, let's go ahead. I mean, we've gone over the card in great explicit detail. You guys understand, basically, unfortunately, that guy is very, very juicy and nice and just amazing. You're never going to see him. 99% of circumstances, I would say you're never, ever going to see him. Again, the only time I have a problem with active skills personally, we are going to get to the meat and potatoes, trust me. But the only time I have a problem with active skills is when you have to go out of your way to get them. Yes, I do understand sometimes they're a bit annoying to get, like if they are very late in the event and stuff like that, but most of the time active skills are meant to be like your final trump card. Like it's your, I'm killing the opponent with this active skill, right? So, you know, when, for instance, you know, the blue Gogeta and blue Vegito, it's not the easiest active skill to get, but I get it, right? Because it's like, it's meant to just close out the event. That's what it's meant to do. And then you've got other units, like, for instance, like the GT Super Saiyan units. So the Goku and Vegeta, not the easiest to get, but again, it's meant to kind of close out an event, even though their active skills are quite pathetic, you know, unless you're getting a big crit on it or something. But anyway, guys, we are already here in an event. Let's go ahead and start. So he's sitting here with support on rotation. He's got about 140,000 defense. So we are not going to have Fierce Battle active on this turn. What are we going to get if we stick him in the middle there? He's got 4 links active. No PFB. That's interesting. Yeah, it's going to be the same if we stick him here, right? So we're essentially... Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and do this because we'll get Kamehameha active, right? Yes, okay, we're good. So we'll go ahead and get him. Let's go ahead and get him a big... That's a 23 key super. We have quite a bit of support on rotation. So, again, about 140,000 defensively. We'll check him next turn as well to see what he's up to. He'll lose out on a little bit of support next turn, but his defensive stats should still be higher. I mean, that's pretty good, man. 4.23, I would call pretty good. And he is going to build up a little bit more as the... Okay, there's the, you know, there's the additional. That's a lot on the additional normal, right? So that's pretty good considering he's got a lot of room to grow. But, you know, for those of you who are looking for units that are just like, you know, literally turn 1, not taking damage, shelling out 5, 6, 7 million attack stats, this is not that unit. This is just not that unit. So that if you're looking for a unit like that, you've just come to the wrong place when you're looking at AGL LR Gohan. I'd like to get him one more turn if I could. I'd like to actually get B-Pan on rotation with them. We shall see if that happens. I don't think it's going to be possible in a Dokkan event. Maybe. I mean, if we play our cards right here, if this Goku gets an additional... No, he didn't. Okay, he's only a 55% Goku. By the way, as you can tell, we are running him on a Goku's Family team. Now, I do not have the GT Super Saiyan Goku. So it's kind of like a hybrid mix here, right? So it's essentially the way it works out is this would be the equivalent of like a 160% leader skill. Essentially is, you know, give or take a little bit on the defense and HP, right? So this is actually a pretty good little rotation for him. So I'm going to stick him right here in the middle so we can activate all of his links. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. This guy shares, as you can see, 6 of 7 with AGL LR Gohan. A very, very good tandem is this tandem right here. So 7 right there. And I must say, there is another thing that we're not really showcasing right here, is if you are running this guy in difficult content, this is going to be lights out, by the way, for this Goku. So if you are running this guy in difficult content, he can, in the start, struggle for ki. We are, of course, running him with like a lot of support and stuff like that. 4.97, almost up to 5 million. In the showcase setting, he's actually, I gotta say, he's actually looking a little better than I thought he would. I have not used him at Rainbow status, let alone level 10 Link status. So hopefully we can, I think if we play our cards right here, we should be able to get the LRB pan rotation. But yeah, he's looking pretty good with extra ki. He definitely is a unit that he absolutely needs key support. He needs key support. If you are trying to build the team around him, he needs it. So I'm trying my best to avoid killing this Goku. I would really like to get the LRB pan rotation here if I can, like right now. That would be ideal. I did bring some key up items if we have to, so that's good. Oh, dude, stop. Please don't. Please, no, 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 no. Man, again, showcases are... I think we're going to be fine, because I only got this guy like, what, 3 orbs or something like that, the Super Saiyan GT Goku. Even at 55%, man, with support on rotation, this guy can look outlandish, right? So let's see what he does. Dude, with 3 orbs, he's almost at a 4 milli attack set. That is so good. I can't wait to get my hands on this guy. I would wager my... Oh, no! No! Why? Anyway, my speculation is that he will be on the Worldwide Download Celebration banner, he and Vegeta, Historically, the Golden Week banner units have been on the worldwide download celebration. Remember that we celebrated it at the same time as JP. I want to come back into this same event. Maybe I'll run them in a longer Dokkan event, and we'll just get that same exact rotation going. Alright guys, so we are back here in another event. So I decided to just go ahead and leave this in the video, right? So we might kill Janemba here, which is fine, but we do have 2 type disadvantage units. Currently we have 6 out of 7 links active. The only link we do not have active is Fierce Battle, or excuse me, Legendary Power is the only link we do not have active currently. So 4.55. So remember that the Janemba in the last phase, he can dodge. So I decided that this was going to be a good choice of event. I guess we'll just go ahead and just continue on here. I think we should be able to get the LRB Pan active skill on the very next turn. So what I think we will do, I'm going to go for broke here. And let's try to kill this asshole right now so we can kind of just move into a fresh phase. And then hopefully I did bring a Sensu Bean, so like if he locks us or something, I don't know kind of what this gimmick is, but if he does indeed lock us or something, like we should be pretty well equipped to take care of it. So let's see what happens here. I'm really hoping we can take down Janemba because I want to get the LRB Pan active skill. I want to get him in between both of them. This is perfect. All right, good. Thank you, Gohan. The one time dude, I cannot believe this, Gohan. The one time I don't want him to double super. Yeah, 4.48 from you. Only, what, 1 Super Saiyan on rotation with him. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. He should be able to, yeah, take down Janemba. Perfecto. I think we will get the LRB Pan active skill. Is that a turn 3 or turn 4 active skill? Let's see. It is a turn 3. We are going to go ahead and get this right now. Yeah, so we're going to have all but 2 links active. No Fierce Battle active, which is fine. Another thing to note, I did mention that he can struggle for ki early on in events, and actually in this event, I actually got him a ton of ki just like off of the board. So he was starting the whole entire turn. He was starting with +6 ki because he was the one who kept getting the ki buffs. So anyway, let's go ahead and take down Janemba here. I wouldn't wager that this Super Saiyan 2 Goku is going to kill him. Remember, he's providing 30% support to AGL LR Gohan. So let's see what he can do. Again, I don't think he'll be able to take him down here. I really hope not. But we do have LRB Pan's active skill active, so just keep that in mind. Okay, we should be all right. Under a 2 million attack stat. There we go, man. Almost 6 million. That's pretty good, man. I would say that's pretty strong. Obviously, the thing about it is, you know, power creep, right? You know, units just like get better and better for free. So let's go ahead. We're going to move into maybe a long event, and we'll check out this guy a little bit more. Okay, so we are here in the God event up against Beerus. I thought this provided a pretty unique opportunity. When you're up against Beerus, right, we can go ahead and check him out. Type neutral and then type advantage, right? I think that's pretty important, I would say. So let's just go ahead and check him out. Look at Skinny Boo, dog. Again, I was talking about it earlier, like just before this last cut, is like, dude, power creep. So just some of these units are just so fucking wild. Even TURs are just so wild. Like this guy has a 50% chance to dodge, 50% chance to stun, and he's going to have like a 2 million attack stat. Like, he's just like, he's so good, man. He's so good. He gives himself ki. And then you've got AGL-LR Gohan, and he's just kind of here, right? You know, that, again, that's probably my biggest issue. Like, I'd be lying. I'd be lying to myself if I said he hasn't aged at least a little bit, because, again, you're only seeing him in this version. That's the problem. That is the inherent problem with this guy, is if you could actually get him to Super Saiyan 2 more often, then, you know, he'd be a lot better. And speaking of that, as they keep adding, you know, smaller and shittier categories and stuff, what that does is it does provide a unique opportunity for units like AGL-LR Gohan to activate some of their conditions more readily. So, for instance, what do I mean by that? So this Miraculous Awakening / Reps of U7 team actually offers him another situation in which he can get his awakening. So he, as you notice, we can run MVP 17 on this team, who does, in fact, fall under that category. of androids. The only thing is turn 5, 58% HP or less. So we shall see how it goes. Let's go ahead and just see how he does. 132,000. That is start of turn. This is literally, you know, we're turn 2, very, very early in the fight. Let's see how he tanks here after just one super attack. I think he'll be okay. He's getting a 30% raise infinitely, assuming he doesn't transform here. And again, we'll just see how he tanks. So obviously we're getting dodges here left and right with Skinny Boo, man. Skinny Boo is just so crazy, this shape up Boo. I love this unit, man. He's full level 10 links. 3.44 no support. I mean, I'd call that pretty good. That's pretty solid, right? I would say that's pretty good. I wouldn't say that that is exceptional. I wouldn't say that that's amazing, but I would definitely call that pretty good. Oh my God, dude, the 3 fucking dodge. Are you kidding? Wow. Maybe he's got 6 dodge. I forget. I know I gave him a big defensive / dodge equip, but I don't know if that gave him 3 dodge or 6 dodge. We'll see. I'll go ahead and check right now, but that is kind of crazy. We just got that on film for the showcased unit. We'll check him out. Let's go ahead and check him out right now. Let's see what I gave him, just out of curiosity. This is very bad for MVP 17. I'm going to have to pop this Whis item, but it will afford us an opportunity to fall below 58% HP. So, yeah, he does indeed have 3 dodge. So that was the 3 dodge and a super attack. What do you know about that? All right, so let's go ahead and see what we need to do here, man. I do not know what to do. Honestly, we're getting completely just fucked. If I like double Whis it, I don't think we'd take enough damage. But obviously, like, I'm not trying to fucking die in here. I think if we rock it just like this and we pop 1 Whis, hopefully that will give enough damage reduction to the first 2 UI Gokus. And then hopefully we'll be able to take enough damage from MVP 17 on the end. That's a lot of attacks, though. I don't even know what's going to happen here. And remember, we also have to get to turn 5. So let's go ahead and see how this turn plays out. We'll go ahead and get this for you. And we'll go ahead and get this for you. And we're good to go, man. Really nice key support from this MVP 17. Love MVP 17. He needs his EZA badly. All right. He's tanking okay with the Whis active. We'll take it, sure. Getting a lot of dodges, building up his passive. 4.42 from you. You just absolutely love to see it, man. This guy is so good. What a tandem, man, these UI Gokus. 5 million from you. I mean, no offensive support. Not bad, right? Not bad. So remember that AGL LR Gohan, he is essentially double stacking, right? So for the first, for the first 7 turns, he is double stacking defense, and then he's also raising attack. What do I mean by double stacking? He is stacking attack and defense in his passive, and then he is also stacking defense on super. So again, when we get MVP 17 on rotation with him, his defense is going to be incredibly high. Now, we do have the potential... oh boy, this is going to be rough, dude. MVP 17, my MVP 17, he does have a little bit more than 3 dodge, but it ain't much. It's like 6 dodge. Woo! That's a lot of damage, baby. Oh my. Jeez, dude. Okay. That was kind of wild. We should be good to go. I do not need to pop items here. That was kind of crazy. I mean, I knew that was going to happen, but like still, man. Oh my God. Let's check what his defense is now. No support. 180k. So he's sitting there somewhere in between AGL UI Goku and then Skinny Boo. So we'll get him these. As I mentioned, he can struggle to get the 18 key super for sure. He can struggle. So again, no items necessary here. We still have 40% damage reduction from Whis. Good thing we got that dodge though, because that would have been the one circumstance where we could die, is on the super attack. And hopefully we don't kill him. I would like to get this transformation if I can get it. Another problem that you're going to run into with this guy is even if on the very, very off chance that you get the Super Saiyan 2 transformation, he's only maximized with the Super Saiyan Goku. So that's another thing. Like, even if you get on the very, very, very slim chance you get it, you go out of your way to get it, you have to have a Super Saiyan Goku on the team. Now, one thing about this Miraculous Awakening team is inevitably, possibly it's even going to be like the worldwide download celebration, we could potentially get a real badass Super Saiyan Goku. So that could be very, very good for us. Now, this Bardock is actually... I'm going to go ahead and transform with him. Might as well. I'm going to go ahead and pop an item just to ensure that we can actually see this transformation. If the AGL UI Goku gets triple super triple crit, I think like we're going to just polish Beerus off. But otherwise, I think we actually will get to see this miraculous awakening, right? So let's go ahead and check her out. All right, I mean, we'll go ahead and pop this. Again, we should be good. We've got double type advantage here. Unless STR UI just gets absolutely clapped up here, I think we're fine, even like on super attack and stuff. I think so. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to let him do as least damage as possible. The least amount of damage as possible from UI. Let's see how it goes. There's the dodge chance. Remember, he has damage reduction as well. This guy's actually really good. Super Saiyan Bardock, I would definitely say, is really, really powerful. Base Bardock is just a little bit boring, a little plain, I would say. He's just like a defensive stacker. He kind of stacks a little bit slow compared to some other units, but he's still pretty... This guy is really good. Like, again, the Super Saiyan Bardock is really good. The damage reduction, the dodge chance. He's super effective against all types, against extreme class. He gets guaranteed crits against Frieza, you know, not Frieza Force, Wicked Bloodline enemies. Okay, we're fine. We're good. We're fine. Please, dude, please. UI, I'm begging you. I want to see this transformation so badly. I never see it. Again, I have to go out of my way to see it. Okay. I think we're all right. I think we are actually going to get this fucking transformation, if you can believe it. This is wild. All right, get ready, guys. There's the dodge. All right, perfect. Get ready, man, because you never, ever, 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 ever see this. All right, so let's see this bad lad in action. We're actually going to get to see him. I literally cannot believe it. He's sitting there at 160k. He's going to greatly raise defense on super. So we are utilizing the defense that we have already stacked up. And he's going to get defense per key sphere. So let's maximize the amount of key spheres he can get. This is good, and again, he's got that AGL, he's got the original Int LR Gohan mechanic here. Let's see what he does. Remember, again, I was just talking about it, but like, it's such a bummer about this guy. It's just absolutely like bummer city. Is like, this is going to be a pretty mediocre attack stat, unfortunately, because that additional 59% attack is so huge. Yeah, we saw his Super Saiyan version do a little bit higher than that, but that was with LRB Pan, I suppose. I guess I would say that's pretty... It's okay. It's okay. You don't see him do absolute Mickey Mouse numbers, though, until you get the Super Saiyan Goku on rotation with him. So I actually cannot believe we got to see that. It's just such a rare super attack animation to see. So I think we're probably dead here unless we get a double super double crit from MVP 17. Well, actually, we've got 80% damage reduction, but it doesn't matter. We got to see our one single solitary turn of getting the AGL LR Gohan transformation. So let's go ahead and move on to another event. All right, so here's the deal, guys. We're going to go ahead and hop into the OG Legendary Goku event because this guy leads the Android Cell Saga and, like, please God send help. Like, I know we're getting on the JP side, we're getting quite a few little buffs here for the Android Cell Saga, but here on Global, man, we have quite literally not got an update for the Android Cell Saga since, like, the Worldwide Download Celebration 2 years ago. At least very, very few. So, again, we will be getting some, I would imagine, here in just a month's time, but I figured let's include this in the video because you're going to so seldom see this rotation. So this guy, I've quite literally never used this guy in battle, right? I never, ever have. So this is Android 16 Int, right? The meme himself, I'm actually running him in this event. So real quick, we're going to just check out his card. So he has attack and defense 100%, high chance to guard, 50% chance to guard, defense 100%, and then all allies key 3 and attack 50% when your team has a Super Saiyan Gohan youth or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan youth attacking in the same turn. So what I am hoping is that very, very early on, we can we'll just go ahead and get this. Let's carry on here. Is that we can get this transformation off. Because remember, in any other circumstance, we got really lucky with the key. Oh my god. In any other circumstance, man, this is basically not possible. We do indeed get that chance to guard a very, very whopping 984,000 attack stat, man. Very, very pedestrian. I mean, and all he did was lower defense. 4.25 with very, very few links active. So it's going to be very, very rare, like, to number one, get this. And then it's going to be... another thing about it is like you pretty much, like, with the link leveling update, this rotation almost doesn't matter because you'd rather just have units that link better. I mean, think, if you just have, let's just say you have Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, I'm trying to think of his links right off the rip. So if you have Fierce Battle, Super Saiyan, Legendary Power active, that already pretty much equates to the power that Int 16 is giving him or something like that. So Super Saiyan's giving attack 15%, Fierce Battle 20%. So Kamehameha, like, look at all these links that are providing attack, right? So that is the point here, is like, yeah, I mean, certainly 50% support is nice for a unit, like, of course. But it's just, it's so... I don't know, man. In today's day and age, it just seems so, maybe not pointless. Pointless is not the right word. But it just seems not as important as it once was. You know, again, 2 years ago when this guy came out, that was pretty significant, right? There are very few units in the game that could provide 50% attack to another unit. It's very, very rare sight to see. So again, Int 16 providing 50% attack and then 3 key to both of these units. But he's giving one link to Gohan. One measly link he's giving to Gohan. And that is Fierce Battle. Again, you'd rather just run almost any other unit. Again, the key is helpful. This Gohan doesn't need key. And again, he is still without his EZA here on Global, so I'm running him pretty much at a big-time risk. But the Legendary Goku event, the OG one, is not really all that difficult, I would say. I think even just between, you know, LR Gohan and then, like, Fizz Piccolo or something, like, we're probably going to be just fine. So what I think I am going to do is, after this rotation, that's pretty good right there. Nice damage, nice damage. After this rotation, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead in the event until we get our transformation. Maybe I'll show one turn where he's, like, fully built up. And then we're gonna get the Super Saiyan 2 transformation again. So I will be back in a minute. All right, so we are here on turn 11 in the OG Legendary Goku event. Again, up against Blue Goku, and we are no closer to getting AGL LR Gohan's transformation. As a matter of fact, the further we get, the further we go in the event, the further away we get from his transformation, because, you know, you've got quite a few units on this team stacking up defense. So just real quick, this Gohan should be fully built up, and I figured this guy's providing 30% attack and defense and then 2 key, I believe, yeah. And then this guy's providing 3 key and then 50% attack. This is no items active, by the way, 455,000 defense. Again, this guy feasts in the long event. That is where this guy is meant to be used. Just absolutely 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000%. This is where this guy is meant to be used. This is where he was designed to be run. And, you know, when they designed Int 16 and AGL LR Gohan, and honestly Int Cell too, I think maybe they had been smoking some funny stuff, because it just, like, they went a little too far with the canon. It's like they did, there we go. I mean, 6 million, that's good, but we're on turn 11. In an easy event, right? So, I mean, the Legendary Goku event, for all intents and purposes, is easy. Unfortunately, he super attacks the one unit I didn't want him to. This is going to do nothing. I mean, absolutely, yeah, just nothing. Double digits. And then the problem with running him in the GT Legendary Goku event is, you know, the rest of the team is just so incredibly weak. The Android Cell Saga will be getting buffs soon. Okay, if I can... Okay, let's do this. We actually have a chance of taking like significant damage here with Int LR Gohan. But are we gonna take like 300 plus K? I don't know. I guess it's tough to say. Maybe. I mean, maybe we will. It's been a minute since I've run the OG Legendary Goku event. But I gotta tell you, man, it's pretty wild to think about. But Int LR Cell actually has better transformation conditions than AGL LR Gohan. That's crazy. I actually get Int LR Cell's transformation more often than you would think I would. It just like, when you're running Super Battle Road, especially if you're trying like no item runs and shit like that, I would say I get Int LR Cell's transformation. Obviously not every single event I run him in, but in a fair number of events, I actually get his transformation. So, here's the deal. We are going to go ahead and get this transformation. Again, his defense is plenty high enough. So let's go ahead and get this transformation. Right meow. We have already seen the animation. This is going to be all 7 links active with support on rotation. So this is going to be a very, very good... Like, this is where we see AGL LR Gohan at his 100... This is almost 100% maximum that you can see him. And we're going to get him a shitload of orbs. Like, okay, this is going to be 6. We can get him a lot of orbs here. So we'll go ahead and get these for you. I don't think that would kill this Goku. We can get him, it looks like 10 orbs is going to be the maximum. So just for reference, defense drops down a bit here. And we are going to go ahead and get him 10 orbs. What does this get his defense up to, just out of curiosity? So that gets him up to 352k. He's going to get a 50% raise, so tack on, you know, roughly 175,000 to that figure. And that will be his defensive stat. So still insane defensively. And with this Super Saiyan Goku on rotation with us, he can actually be insane offensively. Is this going to be like maybe like an 8-9 million attack stat? It could be. It's going to be very, very high. Let's see. Oh, dude, 11.17. I mean, whew, wow. All I have to say is wow. I mean, that's... And then there's the win screen. You never see this. Oh, my God. All right. Well, one more thing I want to do while we're in this event. We just... I mean, again, that's close to his maximum power. But for the meme itself, I'm going to get him on rotation with Int 16 so we can see that big attack buff that he's giving him. All right. So here we are. This is kind of the last rotation we're going to run in here. And then maybe I'll take him into like some Super Battle Road stage or something. So that's going to be 7 orbs. Now, I want this turn to kind of show that the links, man, links in today's day and age are just way, way, way more important. I mean, support units are great, especially the new age support units, providing support while also being competent, right? But links are what is most important, right? In my opinion. I think that this is going to be a lesser attack stat than the one we saw previous. Let's go ahead and see, though. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, 9.9 is still really high. And we only got him... Oh, he dodged, of course. Isn't that always the scoop with him? I'd really like to get his 12-key super in this video as well. Maybe I'll go out of my way to get it. We'll do one more rotation with him. Because this will be the last time we probably see this guy. But... Again, you know, we had 50% support. We had 80% attack support on this turn. But you can get that from Saiyan style links, right? Like, you can get 80% attack, right? So that's kind of the point, more or less, I want to make here. We'll go ahead and just get this last little turn here. Let's do this. And then hopefully Int LR Cell can just kind of clean up before he super attacks us. And we'll go ahead and get that 12-key super attack in the video, and then we'll go ahead and, again, we'll take him into Super Battle Road. We'll at least go over the easy A's that he is good in. There's one in particular that he's going to absolutely dominate in, and you could grind it to Kingdom Come, right? So, and I believe it's going to be STR Omega Shenron, and we'll go over other ones that he's going to be good in. I don't know if we necessarily need to run the easy A's, because they're so easy, right? Like, they really are easy, a lot of them, that just aren't power scaled for today's units, you know what I'm saying? So... let's go ahead and get this one last rotation with our boy. Oh boy, against Int UI Goku. I haven't seen this guy in a long while. So, again, that's quite a few orbs. We'll go ahead and just get him this one solitary orb. So, 228k. He's linking up very well here. 5 of 7. Would this give us all 7? Let's see. This would give us all 7. What do I want to do here? Let's do... Okay, I'm going to pop this Ghosty. Let's pop this Ghosty. And let's go ahead and get all 7 links, but the 12 key super. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. So we'll go ahead and get this for int LR. And again, we'll just make this the last turn of the video. Usually the only time you're going to see this is on an additional super attack, which, my guy, you can get additionals, right? Like, you've got a 40% chance to get additional supers, and I don't think we've seen one in this whole video, which is kind of crazy. Let's see what he does. Ah, yes, where he's kicking ass against the Cell Juniors, right? So there we go. We had to get it in the video at least one time. This is a very, very good super attack. And we didn't even get it again. So let's go ahead and hop into a Super Battle Road stage to see how he does, and we'll go ahead and wrap up the video. Alright, so here we are in the Super Saiyans stage of Super Battle Road. Now, this stage is actually relatively challenging. Now, it's not really that tough if you're running a double Super Vegito, right? STR, Goku, and Vegeta leader skill. It's really not that bad. But I think in any other circumstance, it's going to be rough. So let's go ahead and see where we're at here. 145,000. I'm not going to lie, man. We're about to get clapped up. So we have type advantage. We're going to get smacked twice. But again, just for the sake of the video, let's see how he does. And then just for the record here, this Namek Goku is the friend, just like the straight up friend, at 0% in the dupe system and all level 1 links. So such bullshit they do that, by the way. So that's 5. Let's get you 8 links. Yeah, and let's seal you. I mean, it doesn't, not 8 links, 8 orbs. And we'll go ahead and get this for you. Such bullshit why they do. I hate that they do that. They need to amend that. 48, double digits against neutral. 51k, 48k. I mean, there you go, man. I would actually call that pretty passable. This is a pretty tough stage. You're tanking double digits against a type neutral unit. I mean, honestly, and then we go down to quad digits. That's actually a little better than I thought he would do. The one place he definitely struggles, it's really not even a slight against him. Dude, we took him down in one shot there? Oh my god. It's really not even a slight, but it's in Extreme Super Battle Road, the Super AGL rendition of Extreme Super Battle Road. He gets hit very, very, very hard. I'm sure all of you know that by now, just with your, very first experience with him. I don't think we really need to see much more in here. I just completely fucked this up. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He didn't get the dodge. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and check out one more rotation from him. We'll just go ahead and wrap it up. We'll have support on rotation. So there you go. Hopefully we don't get super attacked because I think we'd probably be fucked. Yeah, we'll have the Hybrid Saiyan support Trunks on rotation with us. So we'll go ahead and see what he looks like with a little bit of support. And we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. Again, there are a couple of EZAs that he's going to be good with. The one that comes to mind is the STR Omega Shenron, the OG Legendary Super Saiyan Broly EZA, and then I believe the Fizz Super Saiyan Broly EZA. Not to mention the STR LR Broly EZA. He is going to absolutely just he's going to cuck that stage hard, right? He's going to do very, very well in that stage. Is this going to get him his unit super attack? I think maybe it will. Let's avoid the big ginormous attack stat with you. Because do I need to get him in the middle there? No, I don't. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this for him then. That'll be almost a full 24 key. Well, all right, let's do, I feel like this is going to kill Nail. Like, I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it here. Yeah, with support on rotation, that will absolutely kill Nail. What the hell am I thinking? So we'll go ahead and do this. And again, this is going to be our last look at AGL LR Gohan. I don't think we really need to see much else, man. In conclusion, he's quite good for the long event. 4.88, there you go. In SBR, man, that's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. I would say overall, man, he's at level 10 links, he's quite powerful. But in a lot of other, I think if you're rocking him at like 55%, level 1 links or something like that, he's not going to look, I mean, obviously, right? He's not going to look really all that impressive for a Dokkan Festival LR. But here at the Rainbow level with support on rotation, he's actually looking good. Like, again, in Super Battle Road, he even looked pretty good. Super Saiyans is not an easy stage by any stretch, and we just no-item the first stage very, very handily. So just something to keep in mind. I'm trying to think of other stuff. So again, we went over the easy A's he's going to be good in. He's excellent. He is exquisite in the long event. He's obviously even pretty good in the Dokkan event, although he can struggle early for key. If you get him a little bit of key support on his team, he's going to look good. If you build the team around him, you know, he's going to look good. That is just the hard and honest truth. So, and then again, that leader skill is excellent. That is still an excellent leader skill because Super AGL still has a lot of units to offer, even if they're not on Kamehameha, right? So again, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I'm going to leave it on Gumku and his windscreen. Slap a like for AGL LR Gohan. I would say he performed actually a little better than I thought he would in the showcase setting. Consider subscribing if you happen to be new. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. It means the world. And I will catch all of you in the next one. Later.